Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Mandy. In today's video, I'm going to show you some very basic knowledge about Hanzi real quick. There's a lot of textbook stuff, but I try to simplify it. Okay, so hopefully you will not be out of patience. And let's do it. Hi, I'm right here. So we're going to start from the very basic element of Hanzi, which is stroke. Before we talk about stroke, this is not Hanzi. This is doodling, okay? So Hanzi is made of stroke, and there's always some patterns. There's always some logic. So the basic stroke, we have the horizontal stroke, which is 横 in Chinese. So horizontal, like you can see, it goes this way, all right? And the second one is vertical stroke. We call it 竖 in Chinese, and it's vertical, obviously. And we have left falling, 撇, it goes this way. And we have right falling, 捺, it goes this way. And we have the dot, 点, yeah, it's just a dot. And we have lift, T, it goes this way. So, wait a second. So, what's the difference between dot and lift? They look, yeah, they're just a little bit different. The dot, it go this way, and the lift go this way. And the next one, the turn, 折. So the turn can, yeah, of course they're turning. It could be like this, and it could be like this. And the last one is the hook, go. Then you see there's hook, and the hook could be like this. So these are the basic stroke of Hanzi, and the basic stroke make the combined stroke, and which means you combine them all together, then you can make a real Hanzi. And let's move on to the next part. Structures. So knowing the stroke is not enough, then you have to know the structures of Hanzi. Imagine the stroke is the bricks of your house. Now you need the structures. Then here we go, we have the structures. And the first one, it's the single structures. It looks like this. So single structure, which means it's one thing. You cannot separate it. Like you cannot cut this Hanzi in half like this, or maybe this one half, this another half. No, because look at the stroke. They're all connected together. You cannot separate them, all right? And second thing, so since we have the single structures, of course we have the combined structures. So there are different types. So the first type is the left-right structures, which look like this. Look at this. Actually, we can cut them into the left part and the right part, right? And also we have the top-bottom structures. Look at this. We can cut this. This is the top, and this is the bottom. All right. And the next one is the inside and outside. These structures can be categorized into fully surround, like this, inside, and the other thing, fully surrounded. And we have half surround. Look at this. So we have one part here, and the other part here. That's half surround. Okay, so that's all the structures we have in Hanzi. And move on to the next one. So radical is the part of Hanzi. There are different types of radicals. There could be meaning radicals, like this is the water. Just imagine like this is just some water drop, right? So as long as you can see this part, And you know, these Hanzi have something to do with water. I'll give you some example. The first one, look at this. So we have this over here, and this is sea. Oh, of course, there's a lot of water in the sea. And this one, this is river, 河. And this one, 湖, lake. So all of them have the water radical, and it brings the meaning to all these Hanzi. See? River, lake. All of them have water. This is the meaning radical, and we have the second type of radical, which is the sound radical. So I'll give you some example, like this one. This word is 有, right? 有, and it brings the sound to this word, 有. So it brings the sound to this word, 有, and this is 有. And oh, look at this. We have the water, like water. So this could mean water and liquid, all right? So this 有 actually it means oil. The sound radical, it looks pretty nice. It brings the sound to the words, but actually it's not always the case, okay? So like this one, this is ji, and it brings part of its sounds to this one and make it ju. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Actually, there's quite a lot of single structures Hanzi, and radicals are evolved from the pictures. And look at this, like this is the sun, right? Sun, and after thousands of years of evolutions, and now we have this is the sun in Chinese, and it's 日. Like we have the moon, we have the tree, we have the mountain, we have the water, we have the field. Actually, this is a trick that you can use. Like when you're learning Hanzi, just imagine this is some sort of picture, okay? So add some story in it. What do you mean? It sounds so weird. So I will show you how to do it in my future video, okay? When I'm guide you through the Hanzi, I'm gonna add a lot of stories in it. Okay, and move on to the next one is the writing order. So we always write from left to right, top to bottom, middle to side, outside to inside. So I'm gonna show you one example is from left to right and from top to bottom, okay? So now we have a word you. This is you, me. Look at this. This is how we write. From top to bottom, from left to right. So speaking of Hanzi, there's simplified version and traditional version. So which one should I learn, or what's the difference between them? To make it very simple, I just list out the biggest difference between them. So first of all, I'm going to show you some example. This is on the left, it's the simplified words. It's 电脑, 电脑. And on the right, it's also 电脑. Oh yeah, so the left and the right, they are the same words, but they are written in the different version, and both of them means computer. So the left one, there are less stroke, and on the right, there are more stroke. The simplified Hanzi, they are used in mainland China. For example, they are used in Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, Shenzhen, Chengdu, and Chongqing. Chengdu is the place where you can see a lot of panda, and Chongqing is a very modern city built in the mountains. And as for the traditional Chinese, they're used outside of mainland China, for example, like Hong Kong and Macau. Depending on your need, you get to choose which one you want to learn, all right? And there's one thing good about them is they all have the same or similar structures. So look at this. like this one, the now. Yeah, we have the left, right structures, and this one, same, left, right structures. And look at this 点, so this part goes to here. Alright, so which means no matter which one you're going to learn, you can somehow understand the other version. But there's one thing very important I need to tell you is in my videos, I will only show you how to write the simplified Hanzi. It's because I was born and raised in mainland China, so all I learned from school are simplified Hanzi. I can understand very well about the traditional Hanzi, but I'm not very good at writing it. Like I can read it 100%, no problem, but I cannot write it. So, my fault. The different script of Hanzi. And as you can see on this page, there are Hanzi in different script. In general, the top 3, they are quite ancient. People are not going to use it in modern time. And like we kind of use it as an art. And the later 4, they're easy to understand. And you can see there are some of them, they're cursive, like this is like, what is this? So there's so many different scripts. Which one should I learn? In my video, I'm going to show you how to write the regular script because this is easy and standard, which means if you can write this one, so everyone will understand your writing. Okay, so since we are going to practice Hanzi, so of course we need some tool. And I just need 2 things. One is a pen. Second is a 田字格. 田字格 is a type of practice sheet for Hanzi. It looks like this. So where can I get 田字格? Okay, you can get it on Amazon, on Temu, I guess. 田字格, it's a very proper way to practice Hanzi because you have to know the structures of this Hanzi and you have to put the Hanzi in the right spot. So get a 田字格. Actually, I offer practice sheet. I upload them to my website. So for every video, there will be a practice sheet. So you can use that, like download that from my website and use it, like maybe you print it out and use it and practice it, okay? It's for free. Why is it for free? Yeah, then you should check out my other video. I explained it already. Before you start learning Hanzi, there's something very important you need to know is it's very time consuming. Okay? I'm gonna learn 100 Hanzi in a week. Okay, so that's very ambitious. Could be possible, but it's very destructive. Maybe you think it's a bit unfair because like you're Chinese, you're born with Chinese, you practice Hanzi like so easy. But actually, we do, like every one of us, every child, we have time that we have to struggle in the ocean of Hanzi. I remember when I was little kids, I studied Chinese in primary schools. Our teacher always give us Hanzi homework every day. So every day we're gonna write 10 Hanzi, 10 of them, and we will have to write them at least 20 times for each Hanzi, 20 times. Like if you make any type of mistake, that would be 100 times. So how can I keep on learning Hanzi? Just consider it's a sport that you're going to play, and you need to enjoy the process, like enjoy the process of learning 1 or 2 new Hanzi every day. Like just feel satisfied. If you don't enjoy the process, you will never get the result. Okay, so that's all for today's video. I hope this video is helpful for you and maybe it won't scare you from learning Hanzi. I hope you grab your pen get your 填字格. Maybe waiting for my next video and let's do it.